I streamed earlier, but it didn't take. I don't know how else to describe it. It was only 15 seconds, but it was actually like 45 minutes or so, but that's okay. That's actually the first time that's happened, so that's pretty good. But that's really not why we're here, is it? We're gonna practice plunging. I have to extract some pretty thick liquid culture pretty soon, and I suck at extracting from anything. So I'm just going to practice on a liquid culture jar that's just water. This is my special jars that I drilled a hole in the bottom so I could install a self-injecting self-healing injection port on the bottom of the glass so I can just stick the needle up inside it, because the patch, the filter, is on the top. So like the way I used to do it is I'd put the injection port on the top with the patch, the filter, and I'd always have to like hold the jar to its side, and stuff, it would get messy. And plus, like I said, I just suck at it. I don't know why. I didn't know it was something you could be bad at. So I'm gonna practice on some water. Gotta be careful, because this, even though this is just practice, this is a hypodermic needle. It's clean, but I still don't want to stab myself. Alright. Now this should be easy. I don't know why I have so much trouble with it. Going to inject. Ah, of course. This time it's easy. Probably because it's water. You should see me trying to extract culture. You know what? You want to see me do that? Let's see. Careful with the needle. I got a bunch of culture and different mushroom stuff over here. Let me get one with the modified jars. This one's on the front, not the bottom, but see, I put the injection port, extraction port in this case, on the front of this one. I've been experimenting with different jars and techniques. I'm going to cap this needle, and I'm going to do it using the scoop method. I talked about that on the stream I did earlier that didn't take, which reminds me I should probably check on this one. Looks like, yeah, it's working. Cool. The audio is not great. dryers running in the background. No, I've been muted. I've been muted the whole time. Man, I'm doing really bad at computer stuff today. For real? I just heard myself on stream.
I've been muted the whole time.
I don't know.
I'm doing really bad at it.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. And I'm going to try to do an extraction. Yes, get the trash. It's all set up so I can be as lazy as possible. Just spin around in the chair and access everything. So this is a clean hypodermic needle, sterilized. I'm going to put it in the syringe. Now this is some very fully chlorinated liquid culture, kinda like I forgot about it, fully chlorinated. So it'll be interesting to see if I can even extract anything from it. It's going to be thick. Just like a weird mushroom in there. It's a mycelial mat. I know it's not a mushroom, but kind of looks like one, right? Now I'm going to stab it for science and profit. Gotta be careful. Okay. Okay. Since when? Like, what the heck? Usually I try to do it with way bigger needles. Is that or not needles, it's the same size needles, but way bigger syringes. Is that the mistake I've been making? Has it seriously just been the syringes are too large? I'm going to use the scoop method. I almost broke my own rule. I talked about on the last stream that I stabbed myself, and thankfully, it was a clean needle, so I didn't get infected or anything, but it still sucked. Yeah, I guess. What? I thought it was going to be more difficult with a small needle or a small syringe. It was easier. Shows what I know, for real. But it's good that I got it. Awesome. And I had a couple of liquid culture jars that got contaminated with Trick, and that was after a month or two, so this one was like 430. It would have turned green by now if it was contaminated. I think. I hope. And every time I get contamination, it's trichoderma. And something I talked about earlier is that I'm looking into cultivating trichoderma to sell to farmers and like organic growers or just people in their gardens. Trichoderma is like really beneficial to everything but mushrooms. So it's like it protects the root system from other funguses. That's why it's beneficial for plants and sucks for mushroom cultivation, because it's just too aggressive. And it's fungus, just like mushrooms are fungus, but it's a different kind of fungus. It's an aggressive fungus. It is an extremely aggressive fungus. And if I can cultivate it and package it and sell it to people, it's a pretty big market. And it's something that I can get into on like a small scale. And like, there's a farmer's market that I'm going to sell mushrooms at, and I'm sure I'll meet plenty of people there that might be interested in cultivated trichoderma. I didn't know I was until recently, so I'll bring the news to them, Now I have cap on the syringe and I can get rid of the dangerous dirty needle. Darcy's like, what the heck are you doing, dude? Alright, hopefully this stream took and everybody have a good night. I'm glad that went so easily. I thought it was going to be more difficult because, like I said, I've had so much trouble extracting mycelium and, out of my liquid culture jars. And that was like some really ultra thick mycelium. So I couldn't believe it was actually that easy. Crazy, right? Laters.